Ever looked on the internet for the best weight loss diets? If you have, you probably read about the next best diet in the world called the Paleo Diet. But what exactly is this Paleo Diet and what makes it better than all the other diets out there? Paleo is short for Paleolithic, a prehistoric period of human development that existed over 2.5 million years ago. During this Paleolithic era, humans have yet to learn about agriculture and animal domestication. This meant that humans only ate food that were readily available to them in their surrounding environments. They then genetically adapted to become stronger and healthier by consuming more of these foods. Advocates of the diet argue that there has been too little of a time frame between the end of the Paleolithic era and modern day for the human body to adapt to today's Western diet. The lack of adaptation is supposedly responsible for the existence of modern diseases today, such as diabetes and obesity. This paleo-type diet, also known as the caveman diet, involves foods such as grass-fed proteins, wild seafood, eggs, nuts, plant-based oils, fibrous vegetables, and to a small degree, fruits. Fortunately, these are all great food choices that any diet can benefit from, since it stresses high fiber, high potassium, high nutrients, high omega-3 fatty acids, and low sodium intake. So far, the paleo diet seems to be a great idea. The paleo diet also restricts food groups that theoretically prehistoric humans would not have consumed, since they were not readily accessible. This includes foods such as grains, legumes such as beans and peanuts, refined sugars, dairy, and salt. Luckily, these food groups are typically ingredients for most of the unhealthy processed foods around the world. On top of that, paleo is great for individuals that are lactose intolerant since it restricts dairy, and gluten intolerant since it restricts grain. All of these great benefits as well as losing weight, paleo sounds pretty darn amazing. But if you really look at the diet, it's not as great as you might think. Although these benefits from the paleo diet are true, it doesn't make the paleo diet the best choice possible, and there are 3 huge reasons for it. 1. The paleo diet is expensive. Under the paleo diet, the main sources of protein are from grass-fed animals and wild fish. In the United States, for $10, you'll be able to get about 3 pounds of regular ground beef. For the same amount, you will only be able to get a little more than a pound of grass-fed ground beef. Wild salmon can run you up to $30 per pound, while farm-raised salmon are often under $10. These price differences can easily steer a lot of people from trying a true paleo diet. 2. The paleo diet does not take into consideration of portions and calories. Although the food choices in a paleo diet are healthy, there is no limit to how much of it you can eat, which can lead to overeating. You can eat as many paleo foods as you want, but if your calories are too much, you will still gain weight. The good thing about paleo, though, is that you're consuming high amounts of protein and fiber, both which will make you feel more full while consuming fewer calories compared to eating highly dense carbohydrates, such as bread, which are usually high in calories and takes much more to fill you up. Regardless, with no set restrictions on calories, the paleo diet might not be the best strategy for weight loss. 3. The paleo diet is simply not practical. The paleo diet puts a ban on many food groups that have become a large part of human society for hundreds of years. The most notable restrictions are dairy, grains, and beans. Although one might be able to argue the healthiness of these food groups, it doesn't change the fact that human society has relied on them for survival for centuries. Even more so, a lot of these choices have become a staple food for many cultures all around the world. For people to simply stop eating foods such as bread, rice, cheese, and beans is plainly unfeasible. Although the paleo diet has a lot of great features and healthy food choices, the drawbacks cannot easily be ignored. Have you ever tried the paleo diet before? Let us know about your experience in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching, please click the like button. And for more future PictureFit videos, don't forget to subscribe.